What's happening, everybody? Hopefully, everyone is well. In this podcast, I want to discuss the mindset of poor people. And I want to be able to make clear the excuses that poor people tend to use. Now, hopefully, after listening to this recording, you're able to identify where you fit in and where you align and things that you need to change. And hopefully, if you are poor, you start doing the things that will get you in a better circumstance to where you'll stop being poor and you'll also stop making excuses. Now, it's pretty clear that the poor are really not the biggest risk takers, as per se. And I have to get credit by saying that entrepreneurs are some of the biggest risk takers. Entrepreneurs, for sure. And people analyze entrepreneurs and say, wow, that is risky. But putting your freedom, security, money, decisions in someone else's hands, I would say, now that's risky. So we understand that inflation is not something that we're going to see go away. At least not in the years that I'm going to be living. And inflation is a must-have to a burning degree, even though it's not the most beneficial to the working class in the economy. It's clear that inflation is one of the biggest intentional tax. And that tax, by all means, has crashed certain middle class individuals. And the poor, well, they just remain poor. So, back to poor people have excuses that limits their progress in life. And I've seen it. Let me make clear, I myself been poor before. And I can tell you, although the Asian raw and the stir-fry noodles that you can get today is a great upgraded style of the works of noodles, them were not the type of Oriental noodles nor ramen that I was enjoying when I bag fumbled, or in better words, had no money and was poor. So excuses come with the mindset of you're convinced you can't do any better, so there's no need to take action. Excuses limits your progress in life. saying you don't have enough money, that shows that you are convinced that by not having enough money, there is no need to participate in your greatness or participate in the thing that would better suit you. So when you say, I can't afford that, I don't have enough money, you are pretty much saying, I will not do anything that would change my circumstance so I can afford that. And I'm going to tell you the best way to actually go about that. The best way is to figure out how to afford that. How can you afford it? And what comes with that is doing the work that arises from asking questions. Asking questions can assist you to go down the path of doing the work to where you will learn, but over time grow. So you can learn and grow within time. Now, broke, poor individuals have a big problem with time. And I know that some of you that's listening to this know exactly what I'm talking about. To broke, poor people, they believe it's not enough time. It's not enough time in a day. It's not enough time in a week. Well, I hate to bust your bubble, but there's more than enough time in a day. As a matter of fact, time is extremely valuable. It's by far one of the most valuable assets. We all have enough time. The difference between poor and people like myself and others that don't have financial issues is that the poor don't use their time wisely. And unlike myself and others, we plan our days to be the most accomplishable by taking care of the most important task. By setting our day up to be a successful day because we divvy our time to what's valuable, to what's important. And consistency of doing that day by day gives us the reward of not only being able to have the ability to do what we please when needed to be with our time, but we tend to be the most successful with our time. Therefore, it allows us to get more done. So we all have enough time. Again, the difference between people that can manage their time and the poor, it's just how we use our time. So here we go with poor people excuses, which is no one ever taught me. I didn't know. Okay. Well, let's be fair. That's understandable. But in the information age that we have now, that can't just be the excuse and you write it off as a circumstance to settle on without taking any action. Because I am clear that the education system doesn't teach financial education. I'm clear about that. I understand that. I understand that the education system don't allow students to take risk because they don't teach you to take risk. I understand that. I understand the education system idea of programming people and their minds to go about thinking in their days in a certain direction or in a certain way. I understand that. But let me make clear, not knowing is not an excuse once you know. Therefore, you must be a lifelong student, just like entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are lifelong students. And as a lifelong student, you will learn new skills. And understand you are the author of your decisions. You're the author of your decisions in life. And your best lessons come from experience. Whether you fail, whether you succeed, your best lessons come from experience. So let the no one ever taught me or I didn't know that. Let that be a thing you say once. But now you know afterwards you have to follow up and go learn something. Poor people mindset. Hopefully I'm not saying that too much. Poor people have the mindset of being scared. And what are they scared of? They're scared of the unknown. They're scared of the unknown. They have this fear of failure. And it's like, but what are you going to fail at? They don't know. They're just scared. So that cripples them. It handicaps them to be able to take the steps that's necessary that will be in the best interest of themselves. And Lord knows you don't want poor people. You don't want poor individuals making the decisions on behalf of someone else. But here's a solution to being scared of the unknown. The solution is to take action. I'm sure you thought I was going to give something more specialized. No, it's nothing special. Take action and take risk. Dive in it anyway, take action and take risk. Because the fear of failure over time will reduce as you continue to take action and take risk throughout life. And remember, you're only in fear because you don't know the outcome. It's the fear of the unknown. Poor people mindset. The mindset of the poor. Last and not least, the thinking of a poor person will be procrastinating. Procrastination. Or better yet said, delaying everything. Yeah, that's a great setback for yourself. A great setback for yourself in life. Delaying everything. And the remedy is to look in the mirror and understand you need to organize yourself. You need to be a better use of time. And it helps to set realistic goals that you can actually achieve. Realistic goals that have action-taking steps that would get you to where you want to be. Steps that would get you the desired outcome. If it's not going to get you the desired outcome, then don't take those steps. Steps within your realistic goals. And you're going to continue to work to improve, to move yourself forward. So therefore, you can reach those goals. You're going to work towards your goals until they're achieved. And once you achieve them, now you can move on to the next. Because it's going to be the most productive thing you can do in life that will propel you forward. And if there are people that are in your circle, it will be the most productive thing that will propel them forward because they have the best interest in you, and you are doing the thing that is the best for yourself and others in your circle as well. And you might not even know that. But I'm telling you now, stop being poor and making excuses. With that said, stay motivated, stay dedicated, and keep hustling. Peace.